hidden cost of purchasing an older home. I should know. I'm living in one right now. So I have all of these, if not some of these, and we're going to be talking about my personal things I've been dealing with and things you should be looking for when inspecting your home for purchase. We're going to roll right into major systems and upgrades that you should be making. Plumbing, you might need new drain lines, you might need new supply lines. What does that mean? So every time you turn on water, that's supply lines, and whenever you flush a toilet or water goes down the sink, that's your drain. These systems can rust out. I should know I have a rusted drain in my bathroom. So not fun. It's an expense that's coming up. You're also going to need to consider about the supply lines if you're going to be relocating things in your kitchens or in your bathrooms. Electrical systems. If you need a new panel, you're going to have the problem that I have, and that is I can't run more than one of these modern appliances in my kitchen. And every time I do and I forget, I'm taking a walk outside and flipping that circuit breaker. So not the most fun to deal with. It works, but something you're going to want to consider upgrading. HVAC. Your old system doesn't optimize its electric output like a newer system would. So that, coupled with the age of the system, might not just be functioning as it's intended. So look into when the last time your HVAC system was updated with your sellers. Roof, that can be a big expense. Ask your sellers, when was the roof installed? Was it done correctly? Hopefully that comes up on inspection if there's any issues, and make sure you take care of it. Structural and foundation issues. I'm in Torrance. I know that North Torrance can be heavily affected by expansive soils, and with that, you can get structural issues with your framing, with your foundation. Just be diligent about getting a soils report and doing your proper inspections on your home. Hazardous materials. Lead-based paints. They're almost in all of the homes that are built before the 70s, so be cautious when you're removing any paint materials. Asbestos. As you can see here, I've got popcorn ceilings. There's often asbestos in those popcorn ceilings. Luckily for us, we didn't have any. We mailed it in for testing, and we're good. So something I would recommend is smoothing out your ceilings. Gives you a more contemporary look. Mold and water damage. Mold and water damage typically occurs when there's a breakdown in your weather-resistant barrier and water intrusion is occurring in your home. So this happens during the rainy season. There's other ways mold and water damage can happen from leaky pipes, but be diligent on your inspections and know that with an older home, your weather-resistant barrier could be broken down, and it's a later expense that might come up. Energy inefficiency, specifically insulation and windows. Insulation. I'm crawling around my attic, and I noticed the backside of my insulation paper is kind of eaten up. What's eating it? Silverfish. Not fun, but my insulation's very old, probably not functioning as intended, so I'll be replacing my insulation with rock wool. That's just personal preference and a fairly low expense. Windows, single pane, that's what I've got. If you bought an older home, you've probably got it too. I recommend replacing those windows and getting something that's more energy efficient. It's going to put less strain on your HVAC system if you're updating that. Well, that's everything that's pretty much affected me. If you've got any problems that you've dealt with purchasing an older home, feel free to drop them in the comments below.